He and I would both agree that we have a great leader in the White House. Joe Biden was one of the first people to ever introduce any climate legislation decades ago. So we're in a good place to reach the goals that are set out. It will hopefully in the reconciliation very soon. But everybody knows that when they make that vote, it will be signed by Joe Biden, a pro-climate champion in the White House.
Now we've reached a moment, and we're going to look back on this moment as a pivotal moment in the world fight against the climate crisis. What we can do in the next few months in terms of big, bold action is like nothing this nation and this world has ever seen before. This is a unique opportunity. We are surrounded by evidence of the climate crisis. The fires out west, the heat waves, the floods, everywhere you look. Because of global warming, things are getting worse and worse. And I tell my constituents in New York, COVID was horrible. But if we do nothing on climate, starting within a few short years from now, each year will be worse than COVID, and each year will be worse than the previous year. And that's why so many of us are so concerned with this, and no one is more concerned with this than our young generation. And I salute them, and I thank the young people here. Hold up those signs. Hold them up high. These are the people who care the most. I realized it myself. I ride a bicycle all over New York City. I'm sort of known for that. I'm not a spandex guy. I'm not going at 40 miles an hour. I go slow. I take things in.
And there's a helmet.
And wears a helmet all the time. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And 2 weeks after, I have a favorite ride along the wetlands of the southern shore of Brooklyn. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The Atlantic Ocean laps up on these beautiful wetlands. And 2 weeks after my grandson was born, my first grandchild, it hit me like a ton of bricks as I was taking my first ride after his birth. If I don't do something, he will never experience the beauty that I was able to experience along these wetlands, because the ocean will rise and these wetlands will be gone. So there's just so much that we have to get done. We feel an urgency to get it done. We know that we can't let this moment pass us by. It's our time to act. And as Majority Leader, I have made it clear I will not pass an infrastructure package that does not reduce carbon pollution at a scale commensurate with the urgency of the climate crisis we face. Plain and simple, and that's what Democrats intend to do. We're united in taking on the climate crisis as we move forward with a bold infrastructure plan, the Jobs and Family Plan. And through the bipartisan infrastructure bill and the budget reconciliation bill, the Senate will make our largest investments to tackle the climate crisis and environmental justice ever in our nation's history. We're going to act in a bold and comprehensive way to reduce emissions, make our infrastructure resilient, create the green jobs of the future. The three legs of the stool that Joe Biden has so brilliantly put together in his plan include climate, economic justice for communities, particularly communities of color that have been left out, and jobs, good paying jobs. And in so many instances, like in the Clean Cars for America proposal, which I was proud to author and President Biden put into his plan, we have union support. We even have some industry support. It's spreading. Everyone knows the crisis. It's only the people with their head in the sand, or some of our Republican colleagues who are in the palm of the oil, gas, and coal industry who don't realize it or who don't want to realize it. We're working on these solutions. One of the things I was able already to use my power as Majority Leader to do was ensure that a robust civilian climate corps will be included in the reconciliation package. I'm going to continue to fight to get the biggest CCC possible. The CCC would tackle climate change by creating good-paying union jobs, invest in climate that benefit the disadvantaged, and as the crisis comes closer and closer and more upon us, we'll have an educated core of people able to fight it, not just this year and next year, but on into the future.